We are going to go into the chapter of acids and bases. So in this chapter is actually quite important because it forms quite a bit of a basis for your practicals and things like this. We'll be looking at the following in this chapter. We're looking at what are acids, followed by what are bases, followed by what are alkalis, and lastly, what are your oxides. Oxides are something familiar, yet actually you do not really know much about it yet. Okay, now let's look at what are acids. In acids, okay, you know, maybe for example, some of the things that you have seen before is like people getting splashed acid on their face and they get disfigured and things like this. So those are the scary part of it. Now, in actual fact, most of them are corrosive. Okay, most of them are actually corrosive. You understand why they are corrosive later on. Now, let us look at the basics of it first. Okay, what are acids? So, acid is a substance which produces hydrogen ions. Okay, so what are hydrogen ions? It's the one that you guys always write H+. Right? H+ are your hydrogen ions. So, it's a substance which produces hydrogen ions when it is dissolved in water. So what are some examples? Okay, what are some of the examples of an acid? Okay, please take note, you must memorize this. Okay, example of your acids are your hydrochloric acid. Okay, this is the first acid here, hydrochloric acid. What's the formula? HCl. Okay, please memorize this. Okay, first acid, hydrochloric acid. Second acid is your nitric acid. Okay, nitric acid, what's the formula? HNO3. Nitric acid. And the last one, what you have is your sulfuric acid. H2SO4. These are your three acids which you will have, which you will see very often in your acid and bases or even in your whole chemistry syllabus. Okay, now when you look at these three acids here, what is the common thing that they all have? What do they contain? They contain hydrogen. So acids will contain hydrogen. Okay, acids will contain hydrogen. So that's something that you can be sure of. Now, this is the basics of your acids. Okay, I'll let the physical properties be filmed into the next video.